everyone, welcome back to The Explainer. Today, we are diving into a totally wild, super giggly adventure through nature's most colorful fruits, and we're going all the way from A to Z. On the screen, you'll see our amazing guides for today, the incredibly enthusiastic Ranger Max and his very curious, kind of silly sidekick, Pip the Parrot. They're taking us on the ultimate alphabet fruit safari to discover all the wild colors, shapes, and tastes out there in nature. But wait, before we set off, Ranger Max has a seriously important question for all you young explorers out there. Are you ready for a wild fruit safari? Come on, grab your imaginary binoculars right now. Yep, hold them right up to your eyes. Now, strap on your toughest safari hats. We're going to count to 3, and I want you to shout yes as loud as you literally can. Ready? 1, 2, 3, yes! All right, let's go. Okay. Part 1 is the Big Crunch Bunch. That's letters A, B, C, and D. We're kicking things off with crunchy sweet apples, fuzzy apricots, and creamy avocados. Can you roll your arms round and round like a giant avocado pit? Come on, roll, roll, roll. Oh man, look at the sheer variety in our bouncing bee crew. Pip the Parrot absolutely loves this first one, the banana. Go ahead and do your silliest monkey dance for me. Peel it, mash it, go completely bananas. Ooh, ooh, ah, ah. Next up, we've got our incredible berries. Blackberries with those tiny purple bumps, blueberries, which are basically just little bouncing blue buttons for your brain, and the super juicy boysenberry. But check out that last one on the list, breadfruit. It's a massive tropical fruit that actually tastes a bit like baked bread when you cook it. I mean, how cool is that? Let's get a big round of applause for the C and D crew. We've got cantaloupes that smell like pure sunshine and cherries hanging together like little red buddies. Go ahead and link pinkies with a friend to be cherries. Then there's cranberries. Did you know cranberries actually bounce like tiny red basketballs? Let's literally bounce in place right now. Boing, boing, boing. Oh, and enjoying a tiny sweet clementine? Super easy. You just peel it with your fingers, peel a little bit more, and pop it right in your mouth. Okay, get ready for a massive botanical surprise here. The letter C also stands for cucumber. Now, you probably think of it as a vegetable when it's sitting in your salad, right? But scientifically speaking, a cucumber is actually a fruit because it has seeds hiding inside. It's just so crisp and cool. Let's all pretend to take a giant bite of a cool cucumber together. Ready? Snick, snack. Moving right along to the letter D, and wow, we are encountering some wild characters. First up is the dragon fruit. It's got this bright pink skin and wild green spikes. Let's let out a massive roar like a baby dragon. Roar! And well, that dragon roar brings us to our next fruit, the durian. People call it the king of fruits. It's covered in big spikes and has a creamy custard inside, but it has a super duper strong smell. Seriously, everyone grab your nose and hold it tight. Phew! Moving on to part 2, the garden groove. This covers letters E, F, and G. Imagine a really funky beat playing right now as we dance our way to E for elderberry. These are tiny, dark purple berries that look like they're having their very own nature party right on the branch. For the letter F, we have the fabulous fig. Honestly, think of a fig as a secret treasure chest, because it really is. It's sweet and soft on the outside, but when you open it up, boom, it's packed with hundreds of tiny, crunchy hidden seeds. Moving to G, we find grapes. Grapes love to hang out together in big, friendly bunches. Reach up and pop some imaginary grapes into your mouth. Pop, pop, yum. Let's dive a bit deeper into those groovy G fruits. We have the gooseberry, which is a really fun, striped, and tangy little green berry. Then there's the grapefruit. It's big, it's pink, and its tangy flavor will wake you right up in the morning. Come on, everyone, do a giant wake-up stretch with your arms way up high. Finally, we have the guava, pink on the inside, and it has this sweet floral smell. Take a deep breath and just imagine you're relaxing on a warm, sunny beach right now. All right, part 3, the tropical trek. Letters H, I, J, K, and L. Pip the Parrot just put on an imaginary flower lei, and you should totally put one on too, as we taste sweet H for honeydew and munch on huckleberries. Those are tiny wild berries that woodland bears absolutely love to snack on. Let's hold up our imaginary bear paws and let out a soft little rumble. Grrr. Do you see that giant number 1 on the screen? That is because for the letter J, we have the jackfruit, and it is literally the number 1 biggest tree fruit in the whole entire world. I mean, it is massive. It looks super bumpy and rough on the outside, but inside it tastes wonderfully sweet. Honestly, kind of like fruity bubble gum. For K, we've got the kiwi. Pretend to slice open a fuzzy brown kiwi and trace a cool emerald green starburst in the air with your finger. Now let's compare 2 famous citrus cousins for the letter L. First, the lemon. It's bright yellow and so sour it makes you pull a silly face. Let's all make our absolute best sour lemon face right now. And right next to it is its little green cousin, the lime. It's zesty, bright, and absolutely perfect for a hot tropical day. Okay, part 4 is the Munchies and Powerhouse Party. That's letters M through Q. But wait, right before we get there, we cannot forget L for lychee. It hides this smooth white pearl inside that looks almost like a magical fairy eyeball. Okay, now we can turn our attention to the magnificent letters M and N, because now it is time to meet the absolute royalty of the fruit jungle. For M, we have the mango, widely known as the king of summer. It's golden orange, incredibly sweet, and so juicy. Go ahead and wipe your chin. Sticky. But hey, you can't have a king without a queen, right? Enter the mangosteen, the queen of fruits. She wears this dark purple shell with a cute little crown on top, hiding sweet, snowy white segments inside. What a royal pair. Moving right along to O and P. O is for orange, which is just bursting with immune-boosting vitamin C. Let's roll a round orange between our hands. Roll, roll, roll. P is for pear, shaped perfectly like a little light bulb. Let's all strike a light bulb pose right now, arms curved out, feet together. And of course, P is for pineapple. It's time for the pineapple dance. Put your hands on your head like a spiky green crown and sway side to side like a pineapple catching that cool island breeze. Man, the letter P just keeps giving. P is also for pomegranate. When you break it open, it's literally like finding a treasure chest filled with hundreds of ruby red juice jewels. Let's point and count them together. 1, 2, 3 sparkle jewels. We've also got the pomelo, which is basically a giant, basketball-sized cousin to the grapefruit. And for Q, the quince. It's a tough, bumpy fruit that you really can't eat raw. But if you cook it up with a little honey, it transforms into this magical sweet treat. And here we are at part 5, the grand finale. It's the red-hot speed run to Z. Hit the gas. Zoom. We're starting off carefully with R for raspberry, handling these delicate, hollow pink-red thimbleberries with immense care. As we zoom through R and S, just look at these incredible shapes. R is also for rambutan. Tell me that doesn't look exactly like a friendly little alien fruit covered in red and green hairy spikes. Hold up your hands and wiggle your fingers like rambutan hair. Then S brings us the star fruit. When you slice it sideways, it makes a perfect glowing star. Reach way up high and grab an imaginary star fruit right out of the sky. And finally, S is for strawberry, a sweet red fruit that always wears a cute little green leafy hat. Pluck one and take a big munch. Sprinting into the final stretch now. We have T for tangerine, which is basically a perfectly pocket-sized orange, and tamarind with its sticky, sweet and sour pods. U is for the ugly fruit. Now, don't let the name fool you. It might look a little bumpy on the outside, but it is juicy and beautiful on the inside, proving that beauty is what's on the inside for sure. And W is for watermelon, the ultimate summer giant. Let's lift a huge slice and take a massive, drippy bite. Crunch, slurp. All right, let's hear a massive, triumphant cheer for our grand finale letter. Z is for zucchini. Wink, wink. You know, you might cook it up for a savory dinner, but just like our cucumber friend from earlier, the long green zucchini is actually another amazing botanical fruit. Hooray for zucchini! Cue the imaginary shower of colorful confetti. Let's do the rainbow victory dance. You have officially earned your Master Fruit Explorer badge. What an adventure! We learned today that eating an entire A to Z rainbow of fruits gives your body vital vitamins, lasting energy, and the strength you need to run, jump, and play every single day. As we're packing up our safari gear, Ranger Max asked Pip what his absolute favorite fruit from the trip was. And Pip says mine was dragon fruit because it sounds like a fire-breathing monster snack. Seriously, what a hilarious and awesome choice to spark our imaginations. The fruit jungle really is full of so many amazing, almost magical creations.
So, I have a question for you to wrap up this explainer. What was your absolute favorite letter or fruit from our trip today? Was it the bouncy blueberries, the stinky durian, or maybe the giant jackfruit? I want you to turn to your grown-up right this second and tell them your favorite. Thank you so much for joining us on this ultimate alphabet fruit safari. Keep smiling, keep exploring, and always remember to eat your fruit rainbow. I'll see you next time.